Hi friends, it's Vanessa. Okay, so I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm just going to the grocery store and I want to show you a very quick, just easy running errands with not a lot of products, makeup, because I don't like to go out without makeup on, but just a little bit. So, all right, I'm gonna take off my glasses and my hat so we can get started. There I am. Okay, so I'm going to just real quick, the first thing I'm going to do is I have a little bit of redness under my eyes and around my nose. I'm going to use a little bit of my Sunlit, which has a little yellow in it, but it's great for counteracting red. And I'm really lightly putting that on. Let me tell you, I just rinsed my face off this morning and I sprayed my Milk toner on it. I did 2 squirts, squirt, let it dry. And I just took a tiny, tiny bit of Milk moisturizer and I just put that under my eyes. My skin has been so hydrated that now I really only have to use the moisturizer at night. And like I said, I just add a little bit under my eyes in the morning before my makeup. And honestly, I think I probably don't need to. It's just a comfort thing for me. So let me know if you're here, if you're watching. I know it's Friday. A lot of people are at work. It is the start of my weekend. I'm off. Oh, maybe you're driving around for Memorial Day. Maybe you're going camping or something. Let me know what you're doing. Anyway, this is great makeup to take camping. Super fast, super easy, one little compact. I know some people are like, I'm not going to wear makeup while I'm camping, but I would probably wear a little bit. Or not, just to scare the animals off so they wouldn't attack us. I don't know. Okay, so I just touched up a little bit of that around, but I'm going to go real fast here. I'm going to use my lighter color, which right now I'm using White Peach. I definitely can fluctuate between several different highlight colors, and the highlight colors are the lighter color of your foundation. And I honestly use White Peach sometimes I use Aura. Like, I'll take some Aura and put that around my nose. Amber I can use, and I actually can mix amber with my White Peach to make it a little bit lighter. But most people can wear several different colors. So if you get a color and you don't feel like it's right, try mixing it with your other highlight color, or let me know and we can troubleshoot it, and maybe you just don't have quite the right color. So I'm just dabbing my light color. Now I'm dabbing into my amber, which is a little bit darker, and I'm going to mix that with my White Peach because it's a little too dark by itself on me. But I'm just going to slap that on. I'm trying to be sloppier than I normally am so you can just see how fast it can go. Okay, so I've got my light color on. Now I'm going to do my contour color. And I'm just going to try to use highlight, contour, and blush for my entire face today. So I use Shadow. I keep calling it Stone. Shadow. It's one of the darkest ones. It doesn't have a lot of red in it. I'm just going to slap some of that on there. Give me a little contour. I'm going to put a hat on, but not the same hat I had on at the start of the video. But I'll just put a little bit around there anyway, and I'll put a little bit kind of on the top side of my nose. And right here, I feel like I'm a little bit bulbous, so I like to put a little bit extra right there to shadow that out. We'll put some along my jawline. I'm going to use the Bella Bronzer today too, and that's a newer product. It's a cream bronzer, really easy to use. But some people are like, well, what's the difference between contour and bronzer, and where do you put the two different things? Contour is to create and sculpt and shadow, and bronzer is to give you a healthy glow. So they are different products for sure. Bronzer generally has a little bit more warmth in it, and your contour is really to create a shadow. Okay, so I've got all that on. Oh, you know what? Let me just stick a little bit on my eyelids since I'm not putting any eyeshadow on. Just so it doesn't look so dark. Okay, I've already dampened my Perfector sponge and I'm squeezing that out. So you want it very damp but no dripping, so squeeze it out. And then I'm just going to blend all of my light first. And it's just kind of like I'm just patting it in. And then I like to flip it over, do where I put all my contour, kind of push that up a little bit. Now you can blend with the brush if you're handy at that. This just makes it a whole lot faster. And I like to go in an upward motion because if you go down with contour, you can look like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. And we don't want that unless we're doing something for Halloween. Okay, so there, you can see that I've got a little bit more sculpting right here. I just stuck my highlight color on my eyes, so it's a kind of blah. But I'm going to take my same shadow contour color and I'm just going to swipe that in the crease of my eye. I'm going to use that as eyeshadow. Like I said, I'm going to try to just use a few products to do everything. So I'll get that in there. Don't worry if it's not perfect. We can just blend it with the sponge. You can blend it with your fingers, whatever works for you. I'm also going to, let me get a little bit more of that. I feel like, oh, see, I'm trying to be fast and then I always do extra. I don't need extra. I'm good enough. Okay, I'm going to use Hollywood Blush today, and then I'm going to use the Bella Bronzer because I want to show you what a nice glow it gives. It's really easy to use. Let me see if you can get better color. Oh, that might be, yeah, I look pretty washed out. The lighting in here is kind of a trip. I'm trying my ring light and overhead light and everything. So, anyway, so I've got a little bit of contour. Evened out my face pretty good. I'm going to use Hollywood Blush. It's really pretty to use with the Bella bronzer, and they're coming out with a pack today. I think it's released. It's the summer pack. Comes with a Hollywood Blush, a Bella bronzer. Oh, you know what? I'm going to switch brushes so I can show you this amazing brush. This is called the B squared brush. This comes in the pack also, and it's blush and bronzer, but you can use them for whatever you want. But I will use it for the Hollywood Blush, and then I'll show you how to use it, flip the side over for the bronzer. So, because when you are tan, you technically have a little bit of almost a sunburn starting under there. That's the look anyway. And then, you know, it starts to turn brown. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my eyelid too. Yeah, if you're in a pinch, throw it on your eyes, throw it on your lips. And you can kind of get all your face to be cohesive with the color. Okay, so I've got a little bit of glow there. And yeah, that's nice. And the Bella bronzer, it's quite dark and a little bit goes a long way. So this is the Bella bronzer. Now they have a powder bronzer called Cayman. So if you're really oily, sometimes people like to use that, or they like to set their bronzer with it, but I'm not. Actually, I'm super hydrated since I started using the milk system. It's amazing. But I just dabbed in there like 3 dabs, and then I'm going to go, here's the difference between contour and bronzer. Bronzer goes where you want that glow, where the sun would hit. So it's generally a little bit higher than contour on your cheek. So I'm just going to put a couple of dabs there. It's usually a little bit more in the center of your forehead, whereas contour is out here. And then a little bit on the top of your nose, your chin, and then just to keep everything cohesive so I don't look like I have a floating head, I'll just bring a little bit down here. Now you could go crazy. You could give yourself a whole tan with this if you wanted, but a little bit goes a long way. So I just dabbed that on there, and then this super fluffy brush, it's amazing, B squared brush. Alone it's $36. You can buy it with Bella for only $4 more. So you're saving $10. You can get the B squared brush and the Bella bronzer for $40. If you bought that separately, it would be $50. So great deal. Or that summer bundle that I was telling you about comes with the Bella bronzer, the B squared brush, the Hollywood blush, which is what I used before this, and darn it, I think it comes with the Stay Spray again too. So I know some people are like, well, I just got the Stay Spray in my Mother's Day bundle. Trust me, you'll use it. So I've got that. I think I might just stick a little bit on my eyes. And I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to do a little eyeliner with my same contour color that I used, which was Shadow. So, you know what? I'm going to use the mirror here because the camera's a little bit harder to see for me. My phone, I mean. Okay, so I'm just filling in my eyebrows a little bit. I didn't bring my mascara in here, but the last thing that I would do would just be put a little swipe of mascara on. And I'll do that after my Stay Spray. After, because, or you have to cover your eyes up. Otherwise, I made the mistake and I sprayed it after I had just done my mascara perfectly. And then I got little dots down here because the Stay Spray is pretty wet. Okay, so I'm taking that same shadow and I'm just going to kind of use it as eyeliner. I'm not doing a going out look, you know, going out on the town. I'm just going out to the grocery store, so it doesn't need to be as fancy. So there, I've got a little bit of just color so I don't look so pale. I'm just adding a little bit more of that there, and we'll just blend that. So, really, I think that besides mascara, I'm pretty much done. I'm going to give myself a little bit more Hollywood blush because I feel like I like that little pink glowy. Hollywood has a slight shimmer in it, so it does give you a dewier look. I'll put some of that up there. I already put some on my lips. So, that's it. I'm going to do my Stay Spray. And I'm going to put some mascara on. So Stay Spray is very wet. This is the SPF one. It's super nice out today. So I don't want to go out with any sunblock. You want it to be wet. I mean, it should look like it should feel wet. And then I like to take my beauty blender and just really lightly pat that in. Make sure it's all set and there's no little dots when it dries with the SPF in it. All right, so I think I'm done. I'll end up putting my hat back on, but I'll be wearing this hat and some sunglasses and my mascara, and I'm good to go. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Memorial Day weekend and be safe.